What's up?
How you doing, Jacob? Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
And this is a really, really special interview because it's the last ever AOL build here at 770 Broadway.
Really?
So the last Text EP, the last ever interview. So let's hear it for the final interview here with Jacob. Haven't
That's
done it
awesome.
yet,
Thank you guys for
coming. It's going to be a
coming.
good one. So, how you feeling here in New York? How long have you been here for?
I just got in today.
Okay, and it's been a busy day, has it?
It's been a busy day.
What have you been up to?
I went to NPR, did an interview there.
Nice.
Really fun. Now I'm here, and I'm excited.
So you're keeping your energy up for us.
Of course.
That's what I've heard. So it's not really the average day for an average 14-year-old at all. Like a lot of kids are maybe in school, maybe they're sending Snapchats to their crushes, maybe they're playing sports. Not to say you're not doing that, but in a nutshell, this past year for you has been massive. So give us a little
crazy.
synopsis, if you can.
Should I start from the beginning of last year?
Start from the beginning of last year, and then we can dive deep into your whole entire past. But for now, let's just do 2016.
All right, well, I started last year on Vine.
Okay.
And I would post little moments from my life. And I tried to make people laugh, and I think it worked a little bit. And then I started music, and my followers just started going up, which was insane. I was super excited for that.
So this is when you went on Musical.ly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then I entered into the Musical.ly game.
Yeah.
And I was the first person ever to do 3 Musical.lys a day, which is now a thing, like that little row thing.
Okay.
Probably don't understand. But.
Yeah, because I'm not the generation who used Musical.ly. So you're right to typecast me as not understanding it, because I really don't understand the depths of Musical.ly.
Well, it's crazy. That's all I'll say.
Okay.
But, so I started Musical.ly, and it took me to crazy numbers, and now I'm at like 14 million. I hit that yesterday, which is...
Oh my God.
Like, pretty
Let's hear it for
crazy.
14 million. So that brings your social media stats to like probably well over 25 million if we include everything.
I think so.
You're kind of
I hope
popular.
so. That'd be
You're kind of
cool.
popular. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. And after Musical.ly, I still do Musical.ly, but after Musical.ly started taking off, I got in the studio because I had done musical theater in the past, and I was like, I'm going to try this again. And I made Sweatshirt, which is pretty big, and just recorded a ton of music. And the music has been crazy. I never really got into a writing camp before, but for this EP that's coming out on the 20th, which I'm super excited about, I was in a writing camp with a lot of people. I was super excited, and it was a great time. I got to work with people that I never thought I could work with, whether they wrote for Justin Bieber or co-wrote for other people like that, which was crazy. I worked really hard in the studio on this, and I think there's some songs on here that are insane, and I think the fans will really like it.
So I want to talk all about Musical.ly, all about social media, all about the EP, but first things first, because you're kicking off your own world tour very soon.
I'm kicking it off.
You're literally going to kick it off. So tell me, when does it start, and where are some of the first places you're going to? Because I know you're going to Europe, UK, America. So go on, give us a bit of a scoop on that.
Oh, man. I think I'm starting it off in Toronto.
Okay.
Then I think I go to Detroit. And then Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you do a sweep of Europe,
and then
right?
I go through Europe. That's, I think, a lot of places like Dublin, Ireland. I go to Germany. I go to Cologne. I go a lot of places that I'm really excited about because I've never toured outside of the U.S., so hopefully they like me there.
Of course they will. And the best thing is, like, a lot of your fans obviously would know you from Musical.ly, and Musical.ly is global. So have you already noticed, like, the different types of fans that you might have in Berlin versus Dublin versus Toronto? Like, do you know what to expect, and would you know any names or faces? Have they already been curated there?
Like, would I know them?
Yeah, you'd know to expect, like, certain fans from certain places, would you?
I hope so.
You
I hope
gauge
I'm
from
ready.
Musical.ly.
That's the goal. I mean, I don't want to not be ready, but I can say that my supporters are awesome. They're wild, just like me. And when I'm performing for them, it's crazy.
And what are some of the places you're really looking forward to going out of all of them? Have you been to any places before?
I went on a family vacation when I was like 11 to Germany, and that was when I didn't do any of this, so it was really cool because now I'm going to get to go back as a completely different person because I was walking the streets, I was shopping, and I don't think I'll be able to do that when I go back.
So what's that like for you now? Because you're going to see it obviously with fresh eyes. It'll be a whole new experience. And will you be with your family on tour?
Yeah. My mom and my dad are coming to
Okay.
every stop, but my sister is in college, so.
She's got other priorities.
Yeah, I got to tell her the stories.
She'll be watching you online.
Yeah, hopefully.
And how is that then when you're walking down the street then with your mom and your dad and whoever else, and you might have seen a street before all this happened, and now you're being bombarded with fans? Is there certain things that run through your head, or do you ever sometimes just step back and think, like, how has this happened?
Yeah, all the time. I kind of I don't know. When I first started, I didn't think anything of it. I posted it because I enjoyed it, and I still enjoy it so much. Like, I just have fun because now that I know that people are liking what I'm doing, it inspires me to just keep doing it, you know? So that's always good. And it's been wild because now when I'm just walking around, it's like there are people that do know me, which is a little bit weird, but I'm glad that they like the music, which is the most important thing. So I just had a single come out. It's called Last Text, which I think they played up here.
That we just heard, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So catchy. I've been singing it in my head now for the past few days. It's a really, really great one. Yeah. And I want to know as well, I was talking to your manager a few moments before we came on stage, because I noticed that out of all the European places you're visiting for your tour, Dublin is the last place.
It is.
And I'm a bit biased now, and I don't want to make it about myself, but I heard you have some stories about Irish people or about Ireland or any kind of notions that you think already. So tell us a little bit about what you expect from Ireland, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
So I was at my manager's house the other day.
Okay.
That's right.
But I don't know if that's right or wrong. So this is an unfair game already, Jacob.
And we were watching YouTube videos because I think a lot of Americans try candy from all over the world, right?
Candy, yeah.
And so I was I looked up Irish people try American candy.
Yeah, I've seen this, I think.
Which I've never looked up before, and I looked it up, and they were trying like Reese's cups and things like that, and they were like, it's too salty. And I was like, what?
Do you know we didn't have peanut butter in Ireland until I was about 10 years old? So
Really?
we didn't have peanut butter for a while, and it took the masses a while to catch on, so I'm not surprised they didn't like Reese's cups.
They were just saying stuff, and I was just like, that's my favorite candy, man. Like, come on.
You're not going to fit in Dublin, are you not?
But now I'm going to have to do that when I go there. Like, I'm going to try their candy and see if I like it.
Yeah, those videos will go viral. And I saw you did a promo video as well for your tour, and you decided, I don't know if anyone saw this promo video, but to do your own impression of a jig. So he tried to do an Irish jig, and I'm not saying I'm Michael Flatley from Riverdance, but
oh gosh, it wasn't too good, right?
It was too good.
Really?
No, not really.
Oh.
No. So do you want me to show you in the chair how you can do? So do you want to do a jig or a reel? There's a reel is like a fast one.
What that is.
A reel or a jig? A reel. Okay. The reel is more simple. So we'll do it in the chair though. So you point your right foot. It's very simple.
It's like twinkle toes.
Like twinkle toes, and you just go 1, 2, 3, and then a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And then you do it in a circle, and everybody claps and plays the bar on, and it's all very Irish. So you're all set now for your trip to Ireland, I think.
Thank you. Now I'm a dancer.
You'll have to do that on stage, and they'll all go wild.
Will they?
Yeah, they'll love it. You'll have the whole crowd doing a jig.
Everybody's going to be doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, you can make it your own kind of Jacob jig as well. They want to see you do it now. Can you do it now?
I'll try.
Do you want to try?
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Are you ready?
Wait, so what is it?
Okay, so you basically point your right foot out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you do 1, 2, 3. Yeah? And then you go again, 1, 2, 3.
A big leap, right?
The other side, so you jump, yeah, yes. And have to keep your posture up like this.
Oh,
like
of course.
Michael Flatley is more like this. And then you go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And a 1, 2, 3.
I think I look really dumb right now.
No, you look stunning. You look so Irish. And you do it in a big circle.
Can I get a high five?
You can get a high five. That was a really good attempt. It's better than the one in the video. Okay, so the EP, as we know, is dropping on January 20th. And there's 8 songs on it, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
It's an extensive EP. So I know we've heard Sweatshirt and Hit or Miss and Last Text. So is there anything that we might not be expecting on it? Because I know you do a bit of rapping and hit or miss.
There's a bit of rapping.
Bit of it. Is there more of that in the EP?
It's mainly singing.
Huh?
It's mainly singing.
It's mainly singing, okay.
Yeah, there's one song that has a little bit of a rap to it, but mainly keeping it singing.
Yeah.
Because I've just been with my vocal coach on Skype, because she's in California, so I met her in California, and she was like, I'm a vocal coach, and I was like,
Okay.
and I'm a singer. And so I've been Skype calling her and for like 2 hours every day and just working on my voice and stuff like that. So I guess just developing as an artist has been really cool for me.
Yeah.
Going from doing goofy stuff to narrowing down what I want to do for my career, and it's been really cool.
So you're focusing mostly on the singing for now, considering the EP. Is there
Maybe
any...
one day I'll be a rapper.
Maybe one day. Sure, everyone has a go at it. Justin Bieber has become an incredible rapper in some ways. You know, people didn't expect it, but he can really roll those bars.
I have seen some videos of him rapping.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And out of the 8 songs, is there anything that you experimented a bit with, or any genres that we might not expect?
Well, I mean, it's mainly, I keep it pop. There's a bit of, there's a lot of beat drops. So that's something that you can expect.
Yeah.
I think you can play some of them at parties and people will like it. So it has a lot of beat drops to it. Some of the songs are slower, like Last Text, and some of them are dance records. So it's just really cool. It's a mixture of everything. I kind of was experimenting with this, and I just kind of...
So it's good. There's something to suit all tastes, which means everyone's going to like it.
Hopefully.
Foolproof, Jacob. It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an incredible, incredible EP. I'm very sure of it.
I hope.
So let's talk a bit about the very beginning. So you said you did a bit of musical theatre at the start. And then you went viral when you posted a Vine, an anti-bullying Vine, right?
Yeah, my first Vine was against bullying. It was just something that I faced when I went to school, and I could tell that other people face that too. It's just a common thing that's upsetting to me in a way. I just wish people were understanding of what other people wanted to do. So for me, I just wanted to spread that message. I thought that was really important to me. I wasn't trying to get likes. I wasn't doing that. I posted it, and people at my school liked it, and they didn't really like it, but they...
15 million people.
15 million people saw it.
Yeah.
And people from my school saw it. They weren't the biggest fan of it.
What exactly did the Vine say? Do you remember it?
It was just talking about, like, the people that you might say things to that you don't know their story or what goes on behind when they're wearing their backpack at school. You don't really know what's going on at home, whether they have a bad family situation, whether they're not happy, whether they're feeling down, whether it could be anything. I think people struggle from anxiety, depression. That's big things, and I could tell that a lot of people from my school, not only me, suffered from those things because of the things that other people said. So I just wanted to make awareness of the fact that the things that you say do affect other people. That was really important to me.
And why did you choose Vine as the platform to do that on?
It was kind of like the trendy thing then. Everybody from my school
Now
was
it's
using
dead.
it.
R.I.P. Vine. Sorry, I was a bit brutal there,
Rest
was
in
I?
peace.
R.I.P. Vine. We'll take a moment for Vine. But now we have Musical.ly instead.
All right, we're good. Yeah, Musical.ly is really cool.
So it was the trendy thing at the time, and then people reacted. 15 million people took heed. And then why did you decide to swap over to Musical.ly from that?
I still made Vines while I did Musical.ly at first. I just have, like, if you watched my Vines, I put a lot of music into my Vines. And so with Musical.ly, I was able to make videos, basically Vines,
Yeah.
but with music and get to lip sync and stuff like that. And now I'm able to lip sync to my own songs, which is really cool. Never thought
Save
that
your
would
voice for the tour.
Yeah, I'm losing my voice like crazy now because I'm just in a lot of interviews and stuff like that. But it's really cool to just get to talk about this stuff.
And do you feel, you know, with Musical.ly, it is lip syncing.
Yeah.
So you're a singer, though. So do you think that at the start, when you're getting to be known for Musical.ly, did you feel that urge, like, to really get out there? Did that push you harder to make your own music to prove, hey, I can actually sing and not just sing along to someone else's music?
Yeah, especially with my first couple singles. I think those were like 6 or 7 months ago, so I've improved a lot on my voice. When I released Sweatshirt, I just had the training from musical theater, and it wasn't something where I was like I'm gonna be a serious artist. I liked the song and I liked what I did with it. But after that, I started developing it. I just like found respect for people like Ed Sheeran, Shawn Mendes, JB, and people like that. So they're great, and I kind of just followed their footsteps and took vocal lessons. I put in the work, and I'm still putting in the work every day. I think after this, I have a vocal lesson, so that's fun. And I've just been really trying to develop as an artist as much as I can.
What are some of the hardest things you think about being an artist right now and being your age? Like, do people judge you, or do people have preconceived notions of how you might be or what you might sound like? Have you had to fight through anything in particular?
I mean, I think it's hard for people to understand, especially as it was for JB even, that you can...
JB, I feel like we're all best friends with him. Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Yeah, I think that it's kind of hard for some people, especially maybe people that don't really know the social media space, maybe people that don't understand iTunes or just stuff like that. Maybe people like that, if they don't understand it, it's kind of hard for them to be like, what is he doing? You know?
Yeah.
But I think people are starting to understand, and it's really cool because social media is becoming something that's more mainstream, and that's the direction that I'm heading. So trying to go mainstream, and so yeah.
Well,
that's
if you've got over 20 million people knowing who you are, I think you're pretty mainstream. You've done a really good job of that. So can we touch a bit more on the whole bullying thing and how this is obviously, social media is a great platform to express your views on that and to help combat it. And I feel like you always hear these stories, and sometimes social media gets a bad rap as being a cause of bullying in many ways. So what are your thoughts on that, and how do you plan, or will you use social media to continue to combat bullying?
I think on social media, there's a lot of people that can judge before they even know the person, which is a little bit dangerous, a little bit scary. I think the message that I try to spread is a positive message for people that aren't positive in their life. They might be going through things that other people don't know about, like I said. And I just feel like through the message that I put out, if you're going to hate on that, you can do it. I mean, I do it for the people that like what I do. So I try to stay positive and just read all the positive comments, because there's a lot of those too.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you see negative comments, is the key to just not take heed of them, or have you learned to kind of make a joke of it? Because, you know, you're the one having the last laugh. You posted an anti-bullying Vine, and now you're here with your 25 million followers. So do you ever interact with them and joke around with it, or is it best to just ignore?
I try to ignore it as best as I can, and sometimes they comment things that I can actually work on. Like sometimes people will be like, you need to work on your voice, like with Sweatshirt, and I think I took that as criticism, and productive criticism.
Constructive, exactly, yeah.
That's it. And I kind of just use that as motivation. Some people will comment things, and I'm just like, all right, I can work on that. And instead of just denying things, sometimes it's good to just understand where people are coming from, because everybody has their own opinion. I mean, I have mine, and other people have theirs. And I think if you can understand where the person's coming from, you can actually, like, develop. And so it's helped me to be more motivated, so that the hate goes down. And I think it's starting to go down, and I'm just trying to develop as an artist.
And something that you've just become so known for is how I've watched some videos, and that you seem to really have the key to interacting with your fans in a way that they feel that it's only them that you're talking to. So what is it you think about the way you create a tweet, or the way you post on Instagram, or how, even I saw with the last Text EP, you said you were going to FaceTime anyone who pre-ordered
FaceTime
it.
people, yes.
Did you?
Yeah.
So how did that go? Well, how do the fans react? And they just send you their number, do they?
Well, it was kind of a process, actually, because I went through my mentions, and they would screenshot that they pre-ordered it, and I would follow them and DM them and pretty much say, what's your number? And I would call them from a blocked number, so that my number doesn't get leaked, and they had crazy responses. It's on my Snapchat.
So you just FaceTime them. What would you talk about? Anything? Or just hey, thanks
I asked them some questions, because a lot of them were a little bit quiet, which was cute, and I just said, like, are you ready for the new music? Are you excited for tour? Are you coming to the stops? Are you, all that stuff. So we had a good talk. I think I talked, my manager's back there. I think we talked to like probably 10, 15 people. And I put a couple on my
amazing.
Snapchat, but the other times I kind of just kept it more personal because I just like actually getting to talk to them. And it doesn't always have to be I'm talking to people and stuff like that. So it's great to just get to talk to people.
Yeah, and you can't really get more personal than that. Like, it's a literal FaceTime, not even a phone call, not even a text.
No, it was pretty personal, I'd say.
So for 2017, I saw on your Twitter as well that you posted your hopes and dreams.
I did.
Or it wasn't just for the coming year, but it was just for the future.
Yeah,
so
I just put my goals out there.
what were some of them?
I think keep my family close was up there. That's really important to me as I'm facing people coming up to me and facing people trying to make me do this, trying to make me do that. I think my family's always going to be there giving me the raw truth, whether I like it or not. They're going to be there telling me what I don't want to hear.
Bring you back down to earth.
Yep, exactly. Make me clean the kitty litter, which I don't like to do.
Nothing is
My
more
mom makes me
grounding
do
than
that.
cleaning up cat poop. That is for sure, Jacob.
That's what I got to do,
It's
you
a
know.
really good plan from your family.
Part of my chores. But something else on the list was I think just grow this family that I've started and make it about the music, number one. I think it should really be about the music, which is important to me. And I mean, I think this year is going to be crazy. I have some cool stuff coming out. I'm going on tour. After that, I'm getting back in the studio, hopefully working on some more projects and just so much stuff coming up. So I'm excited to take the journey. And
we're excited to see what happens. And another one was that you want to play and sell out Madison Square Garden.
that's the goal at the end of the day.
Is that the 1 year plan, the 5 year plan, the 2 year plan? When's the aim?
5 years?
Okay, I think that's realistic. We'll see you there in 5 years then.
I'll try my best. That's
You will do it. You will do it.
Hopefully.
We're going to hear it. We said it here and now. So this will be the proof when you're there up on stage. You can remember
the
you
proof.
said it here.
Yeah, but that's the goal. I'm just going to work really hard and do whatever I can to get better.
Positive affirmations.
Yeah.
I think we have some questions now from the audience.
All right, let's get it.
Hi. What motivates you to get up every day? Because sometimes it's very hard to get up, and you have no motivation to
Wait,
do
what was that?
anything whatsoever.
What motivates you to get up every day? Because sometimes it's really hard to get up and you've no motivation to do anything. So what motivates you?
Food.
Have you tried that one?
I'd say food.
So the key is to go to bed really hungry, and then you'll definitely get out of bed when your alarm goes.
Yeah.
But in a more kind of in-depth level, because I've read, people have said that you're contagiously positive and you're very
spread
upbeat all the time.
positivity.
So say you do wake up, I think what you're touching on is if you're not having the best morning and you're not feeling your 100% Jacob, what goes through your head? Is there anything any nice
100%
thoughts?
Jacob.
Yeah. So is there anything you think or anything you do to like really think, I'm going to seize this day and make this a good one?
I guess just making myself a better person every day. That's important to me because when you get up, there's obviously things that you don't like about yourself. There's things that you want to do to become a better person overall, whether it's being more respectful to people, whether it's becoming better with whatever you want to do in life. And especially for me, school's a big thing to keep up with. And I hope to graduate high school and go to college, and that's important to me. But just I think for everybody, when you wake up, you want to know that you're going to do something today. So before I go to bed, I obviously think, what am I going to do tomorrow, and how can I improve on myself? So thank you for that question.
That's better than food.
Food was an easier answer. but-
We're not here for the easy answers, Jacob. Okay, we have another question, I think.
Hi, I'm Asia. Well,
What's up?
Anastasia. So, like, aspiring singers, what advice would you give them if they want to break out into the world?
Oh, of course. I think social media is a big thing, but if we're talking about just becoming, I guess, a breakout artist, I'd say for me even it was just, I think you just have to show your friends, your family, just play for everybody that you can, which is a big thing. Because if your family likes it, I think people are going to like it. So I think if you have the dream to do something, you can do anything. Honestly, I never thought this would happen. So this has always been my dream also. So it's just like, if you really do have a dream, there's no doubt in my mind that you can go do it. So if you have an opportunity, I'd say seize the opportunity. If someone says, do you want to perform at this place tonight, whether it's 5 people, 10 people, I'd say do it. I think the more faces that you can get in front of, the more people you can perform for, the more ways that you can get your music out there, share it with some friends, tag some friends that you want to hear it. I think that's the best way, honestly.
One of those Instagram posts with like 1 million tags on it. Always a good way.
But yeah.
I think we have one final question. Oh, hey.
Hi, Ovi. Hey.
Oh, what's up?
What's up? So since you're still growing and everything, you're still pretty young. How ready are you for you to wake up one day and your voice is gonna be like?
Great way to phrase that question. Because I was like, how do we ask him about his voice maybe breaking? So yeah.
It's kind of happening now. But I think one morning I'm gonna wake up and be like, yo, what's up? But
And that's when you'll drop your rap LP.
yeah, that's
you know?
when you
That's
drop
when you'll
the
be
album.
ready. The Renaissance.
But I mean, I don't know. I think one morning if you just wake up and that happens, I mean, I'm a new man, I guess. But for now, I'm Jacob. So yeah.
Is that something that you work on with your vocal coach? Knowing that your voice is going to break, can you slowly go into it? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously, when I started, my voice would crack, and it would be completely embarrassing. Like, oh, sorry, I'll try this again, and cracked every time. So, you know, I think vocal lessons are a great way to just practice and expanding your range, which was a big thing, whether you go low or you go high. It's, I mean, something that you can improve on. So my vocal coach definitely has prepared me, and she knows that my voice, she wants to make it good for the long run and not just for the next year, not for the next 2 years, for the long run. So I think we're definitely ready for those changes to happen. That sounds really weird. I'm so sorry for that.
We are ready. The world is ready for Jacob's voice to break someday, very soon.
Someday.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Follow me on social media.
Maybe it's going to happen during his world tour.
Uh-oh.
The Last Text world tour where his voice breaks. Well,
All right, I promised my manager I would say, hey, now.
why?
It's just an inside joke. I'm
It's an
sorry.
inside joke.
I
Well, I
just
hope
had
the
to do
manager
that.
is very happy now. We're all
He's
very
laughing.
confused.
He didn't think I would actually do that, but yep, I had to.
Well, I enjoyed it. Well, Jacob, thank you so much for
Thank
chatting
you
with
for
us.
having me.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
So make sure you pick up his Last Text EP. January 20th is when it's dropping.
That's when it happened.
And then if you want to see him perform all those songs live, what do they do, Jacob?
Go to jacobsartorius.com. A lot of tickets, I think a lot of markets are actually sold out. So I'm really excited to meet everybody, and I think this is going to be a big year.
Well,
Thank you guys for
Thank
coming.
you so
like
much.
actually, thank you.